This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back aboard. Germany USA underway in Ottawa today. Obviously, through almost two periods of play, the USA is running away with this one after the latest goal right there. 6-2 now the score for the United States over top of Germany here late in the second period. About 17 seconds to go. As I wind down time here, Germany is going to outlet pass to the neutral zone. Bobble it up a couple of times, and that should pretty much cook the period here with 5 seconds to go, and that will do it. To the far side, the shot comes in, deflected away by the goaltender for Germany, and away we go. So just like that, friends, we are done 2 periods between Germany and USA in what is the second game of the tournament. I believe Kazakhstan and Switzerland about to get underway here in a matter of a few minutes here, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, not Kazakhstan, it's Czechia and Switzerland at 3 p.m. So they're about half an hour away from getting underway here today. So obviously, too, Sweden versus Slovakia was a pretty good matchup. It looks like there's going to be a little bit more high-scoring offense from the United States today over what Sweden put up earlier against Slovakia. And that's kind of the idea, right? Sweden, Canada, and the USA are the two big teams this year. So, or 3 big teams, if I'm not mistaken. Holy crud, my brain's fried. Either which way, welcome back aboard. It's 6-2, end of 2 between Germany and the United States as we get back to World Juniors coverage. I'll quickly recap you on who scored the goals, all that good stuff here, as it's been a heavy onslaught of goal scoring for the USA here today. 6-2, like I said, right? James Hagens, his first goal from Cole Hudson and Gabe Perreault, and then Gabe Perreault from James Hagens and Ryan Leonard. I think it's Hagens, Perreault, and Leonard on the top line, so there's going to be a lot of production from them throughout the tournament. Trevor Connolly from Cole Iserman, and then basically Germany came back and scored 2 goals to cut it to 3-2. Julius Sumpf and David Lewandowski scored their first each of a tournament. James Hagens then scored his second from Gabe Perreault. Brennan Svoboda from Joey Willis and Paul Fisher. Paul Fisher, Edmonton Oilers prospect. Good to see him in there. And then Gabe Perreault from Cole Hudson and James Hagens as the top line all seem to have 2 points except for Ryan Leonard. So that's where we find ourselves sitting right now, friends, as we continue aboard for this one. The goaltenders so far today, neither of them either sharp. 880 goals against, save percentage for Trey Augustine, and an 850 for Nico Pertuk, who's had 35 shots against and only 5 goals against so far. So he's been standing in there and making this game a good one so far. I guess actually, what do we have for shots now? Sorry, that would be 6 goals against. Unless they switch goaltenders, they might have. 36 shots for the U.S., 17 for Germany after the end of 2 periods. So that's where we sit, waiting for this one to get back up underway here this afternoon. The intermission, obviously, on TSN is going to take us some time. We'll fight through it and get it done. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of if Germany has any kind of response here in this third period, or if it's going to be a rather go quietly kind of third period for a team down 6-2 at this point. So yeah, basically to catch you up on what's happened today already in World Juniors coverage. Sweden 5-2 over top of Slovakia. We had the full game coverage here on Dolynny TV. It was a gutted-out effort, as this one will be, and the Canada-Finland one will be today as well, given the fact that dealing with a little bit of nasal congestion here today and not dealing well with it. So that's where we are at right now, friends. Definitely welcome aboard if you're just tuning in. Glad to have you aboard here today as we continue, game 2 of coverage. I know it might only be the third period, but I figured we'd at least get something up for this hockey game's action, right? Trevor Connolly scoring a goal, gets the interview at the rink at, I think it's the Canadian Tire Center in Canada, actually, is where this game's being played. So good to see that, a guy who's maybe not the biggest star power name on Team USA is getting the intermission interview, and a guy who's also scored a goal today for Team USA, who was drafted 19th overall. Actually, okay, so never mind. He does have some star power. I totally blanked out. Didn't realize Vegas grabbed this guy 19th overall. Doesn't mean much because Vegas will trade him before year's end, but you get where it's going. Is Team USA is a stacked powerhouse team this year, and them, Sweden, and Canada are going to be the teams to beat. You already saw that with Sweden today, just really making sure. I think Slovakia would have fared much better if they would have been able to connect a pass, but at the same rate too for Slovakia, Sweden didn't give them very much to work with either. So kind of a tough little battle there today in TD Place, but we'll see what Germany can muster up against USA here to end this hockey game's third period, because that's all we got left, right? It's end of 2, 6-2 the score. Again, the US has outshot Germany 36-17, pretty heavily scoring game so far from this one, and it looks like, yeah, basically the USA squad just took advantage of maybe a goalie who's not quite as elite as some of the other goalies might be in this tournament, because it looks like they've picked some corners and picked some spots and really just been able to beat them all over the spot. I guess 6 goals against would do that to you. Lots of penalties in this game as well. 3 penalties aside actually through 2 periods, so not necessarily that bad, but not necessarily great either. So a couple of delay of game penalties, 3 of them actually, and then two interference calls and a hooking call. So the stick infractions haven't been all that bad, but obviously in the same rate, the delay of games have been quite a problem in today's hockey game between the United States and Germany so far. And watching this one here, that shot from Lewandowski was absolutely lethal. Toast, good evening to you, good morning to you, whatever it is. At this point, I'm a little discombobulated starting live streaming at 10 a.m. Not quite used to that, and well, we got her up and done this morning between Slovakia and Sweden, and now we're ready to rock and roll for Germany USA's third period of play. Friends, give me a moment here. I just rushed to get the stream up. I'm gonna go refill my water bottle and get things going here in a matter of moments. Stay tuned. All right, my apologies. Just had to go refill the water bottle if you're just tuning in, as I had to take a quick pause on the broadcast. But we are ready to rock and roll for what should be a good third period here between USA and Germany. I know it's 6-2, but Germany has had a couple of goals in a row there that made it 3-2 at one point. So if they can find a way to get a couple more early on, cut it to, maybe 6-4, we could really have a game the rest of the way home in this third period. The U.S., pretty much exactly what everybody expected. High-powered offense and a lot of shots on goal. And James Higgins, Gabe Perreault, and, well, those two have scored both 2 goals each. And you kind of look at how it's shaken out. Cole Hudson as well, a couple of points on the night. So you understand that the U.S. definitely has that potent offense to try and just beat you up with goal scoring. And that's what it looks like they're going to do tonight against Germany if Germany can't start getting multiple saves in a row like they were there for a little while. But yeah, that's where we sit currently right now in the intermission. And again, to recap the goal scoring for you if you're just tuning in and trying to figure everything out, it was Hagens, Perreault, Connolly, Sumpf, Lewandowski. So at that point it was 3-2 for the U.S. Then Hagens, Savoda, and Perreault scored to make it 6-2. And I mean, they basically scored all 3 goals in the last 6 minutes of the period. So they did some work pretty quick. And that last one there for Gabe Perreault was a pretty good shot as well. So that's where we find ourselves at 6-2 currently in intermission. Canada-Finland takes place at 5 o'clock today. Dolynny TV will be live at 4:40, so we're just going to kill off the last little bit of today's live stream, get us to whatever, I guess, probably around, I'd figure that would be around, probably 3:30, 3:45. We head out of here, take an hour break, go eat dinner, and get set up for what should be a very good finish to the night. Canada-Finland. I don't know what you know about live streaming Canada-Finland on YouTube, but it's usually an explosive game. Lots of back and forth in the comment section, and also a lot of people coming through the turnstiles. So looking forward to that as we keep going here, friends. I guess to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as we've finished the big day yesterday, and now we're on to the next big day. There's kind of a trifecta of holidays, which one holiday lasts 2 weeks here for us, which is the World Juniors, which is really awesome to see that year in, year out, we get this excellent tournament, and it's always lights out good hockey action. You have Christmas, you have New Year's in there, and away you go. So, yeah, pretty excited to see what happens over the next 2 weeks. I'll have a lot of coverage for you. Like I said, probably 2 to 3 live streams a day throughout the whole next 2 weeks, as the schedule is very friendly at work for the holidays this year, and looking forward to really capitalizing on it and making good on doing one of my favorite things every year, which is covering the World Juniors and having a good time doing it. So that is where we are at for that update as well. I don't think there's anything else we need to sort out. I think we are good to go at this point, as everything seems to be pretty easy to understand. I don't think there's anything we've missed yet, and I think we're good to go, as they're just showing off highlights all over social media of all the goals scored. So yeah, that's where we're at. Is it looks like Bo Akey is going to start as a number 7 defenseman for Team Canada this tournament. He's going to start on the opening night roster, so that's good to see, as obviously Paul Fisher already has an assist for Team USA tonight. Paul Fisher also an Edmonton Oilers property player, so you love to see it. We're closing in on puck drop here, 3:05, so puck is going to be dropped around 5:40 in the afternoon in Alberta time anyway, as it'll be exciting to get towards that. We'll be live a whole hour before that to kind of get geared up for what should be a really, really good game. And obviously they'll have the pregame show and all that for us to cover and talk about as well. So, friends, welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in, it's 6-2 for the U.S. over Germany right now. It's been a pretty productive game for the top line of the United States. Pretty much everybody's got 2 points that you think would have 2 points on this squad. And the U.S. is outshooting Germany 36-17 at this point. Penalty minutes are even, but they don't have that correct. Well, they are even, but they're 6 aside, not 4 aside. So kind of where it's at. And yeah, we'll see what the third period brings. We're closing in on puck drop for the third period, closing in on getting awards, figuring this one out. So yeah, we'll see what happens here as we go to still watching the panel talk about tonight's matchup, Canada-Finland. That is the big matchup tonight. Spangler Cup highlights. Okay, missed this action today. It was 1-1 against HC Davos, and then Canada scored one at the side of the net, punched it through. What a goal scorer's goal right there. And then this, another highlight opportunity here for Canada, walking the blue line and deflecting one through. Man, all right. Canada getting some goal scoring. They won 6-2 over HC Davos. That you love to see. That's a huge victory. Now we're going to see some highlights here between USA and Germany. As Steven, when it comes to wearing the jerseys during the live streams, that is reserved for the playoffs. Kind of a little method to the madness there during the playoffs, and then we roll through. So I'll tell you, definitely once the Oilers get to the NHL playoffs, you just watch out for that, as we got to see if the Oilers can continue their hot streak here over the past little bit. If you tune in regularly, you would know that the Edmonton Oilers have been riding hot since about mid-November specifically, but yeah, they had to build some ground up, and they've gotten going, and now it's an exciting time to be an Oilers fan again after another mundane start to the season. So hopefully it all translates out well, and the Oilers continue to rock and roll here as the season goes along. But yeah, we are rolling in towards, I think, the last commercial break before we get to puck drop in this third period. And then we'll have a third period to call, and that will be that for at least today in the non-Canada games to cover. So as we continue along here, friends, glad to have you aboard today. Like I said, that's one thing I have to maintain, have to be grateful for everything that has been the World Juniors so far. I did not expect Sweden-Slovakia to be such a highly attended game, but it was, and grateful for that. So yeah, what else do we have? I don't think there's much. See, that's the thing. Normally I feel like during the World Juniors there's a ton of like actual coverage of the game on my timelines and stuff, but there isn't that much. I know they're already Mark Masters is already tweeting out some stuff when it comes to the Canada-Finland game, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So basically, Emil Hemming saying that the Finnish side's team play is a lot better than Team Canada's. That might be just it. And talking about pressure as well, Consta Helenia says the fans like cheering for Canada, so that's a good thing for us. It's a good thing we're underdogs. Basically, that is the scary part for Team Canada. They got to show up this year, score a bunch of goals against no matter who they're playing. You might allow some goals, but as long as you keep scoring a bunch of goals, you'll be good to go. So that is kind of the biggest question for the for Team Canada this year, is if they can score a bunch of goals against teams that, you know, are pretty good. Sweden, Finland, USA, all those guys. Team Canada is going to have to score a bunch of goals, or similar to last year, Czechia might eliminate you in the quarterfinals, right? Crazy things have happened, and they did last year. So the second period scoring summary: Trevor Connolly, Julius Sump for Germany, David Lewandowski for Germany, and then James Hagens, and that put it to be, what was that? At that point, 4-2. There should be a second slide here for this one. And then the second slide is Brandon Savoda and Gabe Perreault. That made it 6-2 for the USA. So that's where we find ourselves, friends, getting geared up for the second game of coverage here on the channel, but only the third period of today's USA-Germany game, as James Hagens having himself a night here as he picks up this puck and throws the pass across, and he's just making some little simple plays here, and he is the goal scorer on the scramble in front that tucked it home. And they're showing, what is he shooting that puck, and I don't know much about James Hagens. I know he's a top end name in the draft this year, but definitely interesting to see him. We're doing some work out there today and really setting up some good opportunities for Team USA. Always has a stick present and has scored a couple of goals today for Team USA. So he'll draw in for the face-off at center ice against the German side. And here we go. Let's do this, friends. Third period action starts now. Germany wins the face-off back, bouncing it off the boards down deep into the USA zone. It will be an icing call immediately with 7 seconds ticked off the clock here in the 6-2 score, as James Hagens has 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 shots on goal in this game, and a +4 rating. He's had a pretty productive afternoon. I guess out in Ottawa it would only still be late afternoon, as Hagens will draw in for another face-off here and get set up to take on an offensive draw. Face-off down, Germany wins it again, and that's going to be huge for them. If they can keep winning draws in every section of the ice, they're going to maybe have a chance to start something of a comeback here But offside at the blue line there is going to cost them an opportunity to get across into the attacking zone. So with 1944, we already have our second whistle of the period just like that. So that's interesting to note that we're running this far already. So 1944 to go in this third period of play. As the face-off won back by the U.S. squad. They're going to fire it up off the wall and get this going into the German territory, as it'll be worked off the far side boards. And this is where, again, the nasal congestion is killing me here, as this will be fired in by the USA up off a deflection out of play, and it will be a stoppage again. Once more, only 35 seconds into the third period, we've already had 3 whistles to start action. So kind of a tough start to the game's third period, but is what it is. We will not have to worry about things too much here, as this will be a face-off outside the German end. And the face-off down. More for the USA will take the draw. And the lines official goes back in for the face-off. It's down, one back, ripped into the zone by the USA. Out to play it as goaltender for Germany around the far side boards, and Germany will bat it out of their own end. Picked up now by the US squad coming back inside the Germany end, and it'll be turned back nifty there by a little poke check and a little skate out there by Germany, and now a little discombobulation in the neutral zone is going to allow the USA to possibly set up an attack before it was poke checked away. And now here's Germany back the other way with a one-on-one that goes into the corner on the far side. 18:53 to go here in this third period of play. Both teams battling for possession of that puck. It's going to be worked out to the near side for Moore. Moore's going to skate up the left wing, now dished off, and the pass across never connects, and that'll allow Germany to come back the other way, 3-on-2, developing into a late stage 3-on-3, and this just ends up going to the near side boards off a pair of skates. With a minute and a half gone in the third period of play, the USA makes a quick pass out of their zone. They'll work it across. Now the United States across the Germany line. Can't get going, and this will work now to the United States blue line, where it's just fired in off another player and behind the net for Team USA as it comes to the near side. They're going to work up along the left wing, look for a pass to the near side, and it will work all the way in behind the Germany goal line, and then works to the far side corner, as both teams setting up here in this third period rather slowly, as it's not either team, I don't even think, has a shot to begin action here in this third period. As across the line, Germany fires one towards the net, dishes another one, and misses backdoor on the tip. What a beautiful opportunity that was for Germany, just could not convert, and this will come down the right wing now. United States rushing back into the attacking zone, stapled along the wall there, and this will be punched out by Germany into the neutral zone, tapped into the US end. 17:26 to go in this third period of play. Darting up the left wing, here's a shot to the middle there for the US, turned aside by Germany, and they'll work back into the USA zone here down the right wing inside the near side corner now. 17:10 to go in this third period of play as both teams battle for the puck. It goes to the far side. Germany willing dealing around the top of the blue line, and that's going to allow the U.S. a 3-on-1 late trailer for Germany. The shot, and what an absolute knockdown there for the U.S. They knock the puck over the air, settle it, and score the 7th goal of the game. And it is now 7-2 with 16:56 to go as Terrence gets the goal for Team USA. I think at least that's the last name on the back of that jersey. Is just a couple of good blocks there for Team USA, and ultimately it's Terrence coming down the wing who makes the pass across, and another pass comes back to him, and all of a sudden he bats it home and scores the goal. As I don't even think that, it was a touch pass. Receives it on the backhand and then shovels it forehand past the outstretched glove of the goaltender Pertuck for Germany. 16:56 to go, 7-2 now the score for Team USA here early on in this third period, as they'll pick up the puck off the opening face-off following the goal at center ice as it comes down low again to Pertuck. Pertuck wires it around the near side wall. Both teams battle for it, and Germany able to come away with it through the neutral zone, backhanded down low. This will be worked around to the far side now with the U.S. squad making a quick pass and making a man miss as Kerry Terrence picks up the goal for the USA, as Svoboda also picks up an assist on that one, so registered a multi-point night for that guy too. As we continue, as just good hard work, knocking the man down and going creating the 3-on-1, and just some really good work there by the U.S. to get in on the attack and score almost immediately off the rush. So that's where we sit, friends. 7-2 the score currently. 16:31 to go in the third period of play. Terrence, 59th overall pick by Anaheim in 2023. As this will be worked up through the middle, almost connected a pass there, did the U.S. at the German blue line, couldn't quite do it, and here's now the shot fired along the near side boards. It'll go battle in there and work around a couple of times. Germany overpasses the puck, and Trey Augustine will settle on it to cover up with 16:06 to go in this third period of play as we continue to wind down the clock in this hockey game's late stages now. Of course, joining in progress today, but 16:06 to go in the third period. 37-17 the shots on goal for Team USA, as this will be backhanded down behind the net. The U.S. will fire it along the boards, just tuck it out into the neutral zone. Germany throws it back into the U.S. end. Far side corner after Augustine directed the puck, and here's Team USA making a quick pass and trying to develop a 3-on-2 on the way, as that misses the backhand of the U.S. player on the near side, so it'll come down near side along the point. Fisher plays it over, the shot fired towards the net, blocked in front by somebody, and it goes wide. And Fisher still hanging out there at the top of the zone, now working down low, rotates with a forward, and that will lead to a chance back the other way for Germany to fire it in. Augustine out to play it. He'll leave it there for help, and this will be USA working it ahead, looking down the right wing, firing it in around to the near side, coming out into the neutral again, as both teams again get back to pretty much how this period's been played. A lot of just rolling back and forth and getting nowhere so far, as this puck goes in behind the U.S. net. Near side corner now as they try to set the breakout, as they'll fan on that attempt. Germany coming back the other way, can't get that puck to settle at the blue line, and we've already burnt off now 5 minutes of this third period between Germany and the USA, as they thought they had fired the puck over the glass, did the US side. Instead, they're lucky to get the tip off the top, and Germany settles the puck on one bounce right into the stomach area of Trey Augustine, and it will be covered up for a whistle. Somehow counts as a shot apparently, with 14:38 to go in this third period. Interesting. As time continues to wind down, Germany obviously would have loved to get the goal that would have made it a 6-3 score instead of the goal that allowed the U.S. to extend their lead to 7-2. As this puck to the far side, the shot down low ends up cut off at the half wall. Again, what is going on today? As Germany will fire the shot through traffic, deflects in front, and they score. Germany just punches the puck through the pile in the crease, and it is now 7-3, just like that, speak it into existence, I guess, as that was an interesting, definitely goal right there, as that puck ends up just trickling through the crease and going to the back of the net, and Germany glad to cut the lead to 7-3, far from anywhere close at this point, but still a pretty good, productive way to go, as this one, a shot from the point, hits the pads, and then just trickles through Augustine, who reacted a mile late. I mean, he missed that one. It kicks out the pads and doesn't even know where the puck is. Kind of felt like it was somewhere close, and saw the stick go by and thought maybe somebody was coming on the left-hand side or whatever, but that was not the case. 14:23 to go. Germany scores to make it 7-3, as the face-off at center ice will be dumped back into the U.S. zone. As time continues to wind down here in today's third period, already the second live stream of the day here on the channel, is look at this bit of a battle there against the wall, as the U.S. player just kind of bear hugged his German counterpart and tried to hold on for dear life instead of getting dumped to the ice, as this puck's tipped back the other way. Here comes the U.S. again, the 3-on-3 developing into the zone, as that's cut off there off the stick of Ryan Leonard by Germany. And that'll allow Germany to, again, turn over a puck down low. Didn't expect that, but here's a shot loading up, glove hand save. And that's a big one for Germany, who's just gotten somewhat back into this game here this afternoon after a big goal against Trey Augustine, who just, again, didn't know where that puck was and took his time to react. It's been a 2-goal period already between Germany and the U.S. If you're just wondering, tuning in, who scored the goals this period, Terrence scored the goal to make it 7-2 United States, and then Lenny Boos scored the goal that made it 7-3, cut the lead to 7-3 for Germany. Lua Nihas and Tobias Schwarz with the assists for Germany on the goal. So that's where we sit currently, just inside 6 minutes gone in this third period, friends. Welcome aboard. If you are new to the channel, I'll tell you right now, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Stick around for all the World Juniors action. I want you back here 4:40 Mountain Time today. I want you back here for Canada versus Finland. Check out another top team in action in terms of the tournament. Canada, Sweden, USA, the favorites this year, I think, is the collective agreement this year, and looking forward to obviously seeing what these teams have in store for us, and we'll have hit all three today if luck is on our side. So Drake Batherson with Team Canada back in 2018, and then of course Tim Stützle with Team Germany back in 2020 and 2021. Face off inside the Germany end, as this will be fired up off the boards and out to center ice. So there you go, that's the zone clear, a face-off win, and a productive one, as here comes the U.S. back the other way, trying to make a quick pass on net, couldn't quite get the deflection to go. Now roaming around the zone, a shot off the blocker, a rebound save made by the goaltender for Germany, and that's a huge stop right there, a couple of stops that keep this game at 7-3. Germany a long way away from being able to fight back into this one, but every single goal you stop from being scored is a positive in the tournament. The preliminary round goal differential plays a factor, so you got to make sure you're somewhat in line with some other teams, and losing by least amount of goals as you can is always a big bonus in the first few games of the tournament when the standings are just being figured out. So here we go, 13:23 to go here in this third period of play. Trey Augustine trying to understand what's going on in the crease for Team USA, and of course in the German crease making another save there as well. So both goalies have had kind of a night themselves. Pertuk, I don't think that's Pertuk in net anymore. I think there's a new goalie in net actually, so maybe I've been saying the wrong name this whole time. No, Pertuk is in net. He's just listed as number 30 on TSN's website, but he's actually number 1 in the crease for Germany. Okay, that's good to know. Is this going to allow, off the face-off, another shot off the side of the net, this time for the U.S. side. They've doubled up Germany 40-20 in the shots department. Far side, the shot comes through traffic, bounces in front, right in front in the slot again. The U.S. determined to get another shot on net as Cole Hudson's skating around looking to make the pass through, but Germany just enough disruptive to keep them out of the zone for a brief moment as Hudson goes to the far side. He'll work now through the zone down low. Shot across, back of the net just like that, as Team USA finds a pass through the slot that Zeimer just kind of deflects into the back of the net, and just like that, it is 8-3, as we're going to have a lot of goal scoring here late in this hockey game, one can feel like, as it's already been a 3-goal period here, and Cole Hudson with the fake pass, and good defense there by Kuhnhauser, but ultimately it's Hudson who fires it down low, and the pass across, looking for the tip. Zeimer scores, and just like that, it is. Hold up here. Hold up. There we go. All right, we're back. Sorry, my apologies, friends. Lost you there for a brief moment. That tends to happen once in a while on the old bad internet out here in the boonies, but 12:44 to go here in this third period of play, as it is now 8-3 for the U.S. over top of Germany. Germany across to the far side, going now USA rolling around the zone on the turnover from the goaltender. As here's down the right wing, busting with speed, nothing happening there. And this is the other side too. The U.S. looks like they got a ton of speed in their skates, and we're going to have a stoppage in play as the play is whistled down for interference here with 12:22 to go in this third period of play. So Germany whistled for interference, and now another power play opportunity for Team USA in a game that Germany can already feel is starting to get away from them in that second period, and now is fully away from them here in the third period. As Handel just kind of leans down on the pants and takes the man down, as they're still showing the slick moves from Cole Hudson, who well, we know he gets some silky mitts going once in a while, and that's still a beautiful goal there for Team USA. As we'll continue going here in this third period now on the power play for Team USA, digging in off the face-off. Germany trying to clear it out. They can't, and now here's going to be rolling at the top of the zone. Team USA looking around. The shot to the outside. Save made. No, it went off somebody and out of play, as I thought Pertuck was throwing the glove up, but in fact that is not the case on Higgins. So we'll redo the face-off here. Inside. Oh, it went off the leg. Oh no, off the post. Okay. I thought it had hit the leg, but instead it goes off the post and out of play. So here we go. Face off, scrambled back, won by the U.S. all the way down to Trey Augustine with 12:05 to go in this third period of play. As Team USA, Brody Zeimer with the goal for them just a moment ago. Assist to Plant and Hudson at 7:16. We've got 11:50 remaining in the hockey game's third period now, as this puck's picked up by Buem. He'll get it along the left wing and get it back now as carrying through the neutral zone. Here comes the U.S. squad. Across the line, a little bit of room to skate over to the near side. The shot ripped. Goes up over top of the net with 11:30 to go, as this one's going to be picked up now near side. The shot again ripped. Rebound in front. And Pertuck just couldn't swallow that one up enough. But Team USA unable to convert as this comes back now to the blue line. Puck flips up on the U.S. defender at the line, so this will allow Germany to exit the zone for a brief moment here with 49 seconds to go in the power play across the line. Again, here's Perreault. Perreault looking over to the far side, sees it turned back now near side. Team USA skating around, taking their time as the time winds down on the power play. 35 seconds to go. Biggest thing is you just want to kill clock here as this one goes right in front. Oh man. What a save right there by Pertuck, as he just kind of laid out and threw the pads at it. And Nelson can't believe it as he's stopped in front with 10:48 to go in this third period to play. 26 seconds remain in the power play. And that's a tough save there, as Pertuck just kind of laid down on it more or less as he got the skate up against the post and then, yeah, just basically closed legs behind himself and swallowed up that puck, as this one's going to be picked up off the face-off again by the U.S. side. Going to roll down the left-hand boards and spin a pass right on to the German sticks. So this will come back down all the way to Trey Augustine, who will see almost half the period remaining now in an 8-3 score game, with the USA leading Germany 8-3 as this one comes across now. The line, Connolly, the goal scorer at one point in this game, pass right in front. USA does not score, or have they? Germany in the crease might have just caused themselves a penalty shot, covering the puck with a hand possibly, but that was a beautiful pass. And I didn't really think it was going to be that much of a scoring chance until the scramble in the crease happened. And with 10:16 to go in this third period of play, Germany sees a goal waved off the board there for Team USA, as they just got the zone entrance and went across the crease, and yeah, Germany just basically lays down on the puck and covers it up. Now the question is there any penalties or anything pertaining to that, as this one crosses the line fully, so it will be a goal for Team USA. That puck definitively crossed the line, so oh well, never mind on me here leading you astray, as that one is fully across the line in the air, and that means we will have a good goal for Team USA to go up 9-3 in today's action, as they're piling up the goals. And like I said, goal differential is a huge thing. If you're positive by a bunch, you can win first place. If you're right, if you're getting it going. So the referee waved it off, no goal, but I think there's conclusive evidence to turn it over as a good goal, at least here on the livery plays I've seen. So we'll see. Let's go here and see where we're currently at. All right, we're rolling along here. That one just scooped out by Mare. And yeah, hey now, absolutely welcome aboard. It is pretty good effort from the German squad today. Obviously, they had it at a 3-2 score at one point, so you wish for them they would have been able to keep it competitive the whole way. But the U.S. being a favorite to win the tournament alongside Sweden and Canada, you got to appreciate the fact that they even scored 3. That's true. And it looks like we are going to have a good goal, so we'll have to face off at center ice. A 9-3 game for Team USA over top of Germany right now. And the U.S. fans in the house enjoy that goal being scored for their squad. Now we'll take a moment to recalibrate for the next face-off here. That was a big-time drive to the net, and that puck just kind of bounces once, twice, up in the air, and goes across the line. Zeimer scores the goal again, so he's had 2 this period, and he's pretty happy with that result, that's for sure. So now we remain to see what happens here late in the game, if there's any rough stuff or anything, or if this game just goes quietly into the night and leads us to Canada versus Finland later on this evening around 4:40. So we've got about 20-25 minutes left in the stream, so we should be plenty of time to rest up for the next broadcast. 10:16 to go here in this third period to play. The face-off down, one to the far side by Germany. Germany's going to fire it in on Team USA. Again, Germany's had 3 goals on 20 shots, so you math out for 47 shots. They would actually have a pretty good pace here in this hockey game as well. Team USA offside with Germany standing tall at the blue line. And exactly half the period remaining in this one, 10:02 to go, as we are in the third period, and leading big is Team USA 9-3. So yeah, interesting hockey game so far. Was able to catch a little bit of it while I was out and about out of the house, and yeah, obviously that was about when Team USA started piling it up here in the game. So yeah, this is where it's at. So this face off, won back by Team Germany. They're going to try and get through the neutral once again, winning a board battle there across the line, 3-on-5 back into the zone. This one's coming back to the near side, looking for both teams to get going here along the near side wall. Looks like there's been a penalty up taken by the U.S. squad, so that'll allow Germany to get to the power play maybe for one more time this game with 9:37 to go. John, welcome in this afternoon, this evening, I guess whenever you're tuning in from wherever you are, but Canada-USA final, I think that is a likely possibility. Sweden's also a possibility in there, but Canada-USA in the finals again would be absolutely fantastic to see. So we'll see what happens here. 9-3 the score for Team USA over Germany here early on in day one. I mean, still the next game of the day hasn't even started yet, I don't think. Yeah, so Switzerland and Czechia doesn't start. Actually, they start at 3, so they'll be underway here in a matter of moments. But yeah, crazy to think so far in this hockey game that Germany did score 3. They were able to get it going, but they just couldn't quite. Keep it up, I guess. So that's where we're at. But hopefully for Team USA, they don't keep scoring. They don't keep scoring all the goals here in this tournament. As long as Canada can score some goals as well, I think we'll be fine. But there's a little bit of a hold. That's why the penalty was called. Sorry, friends. The nasal congestion is killing a guy today. I'm telling you that much. It's been tough. I have a waterlogged ear and nasal congestion. The brain's not quite firing at 100%. But Terrence goes off for holding on the play. As he was one of the goal scorers there for Team USA a moment ago. As 9:29 to go here in this third period of play. $1:48 going in the power play now for Germany as they load up here, trying to get going. As This one across the line. Now picking up. Germany's going to go along behind the net. Pass goes around to the far side boards. Back to the blue line all the way out for Team USA as they come back looking for the shot. Save made by Pertuck. And that's a big one right there, short-handed for him. So now Team USA another opportunity. Pertuck turns it aside. Couple of breakdowns there for Germany. Turned aside by their goaltender and coming back 4-on-3 for Germany as they try to get the puck to the middle of the ice. That one takes a nasty hop into the corner. And Team USA hustling away with it back the other way. 1-on-1. Here comes the attack. And it is turned aside again by that time the stick of Pertuck. As Team USA has had the better of the chances here. Short-handed so far on this extra man attack for Germany. As they'll play this back to the blue line, dancing around. The shot on net goes wide. 8:28 to go in this third period of play. 50 seconds remain as this one to the far side, back to the blue line. Looking over to the far side again. Shot back to the blue line. Loads up and goes wide of the net, and then the rebound off the boards can't be queued up on time by the German player at the side of the net, and it'll be cleared out by the U.S. 8:08 to go in this third period of play. In behind his own net, Pertuck will leave it there. And Germany will come up the right wing with it as they will roll up through the middle now to the blue line of Team USA. It'll be cleared into the corner off a stick, and both teams will battle there for the puck a little bit. As this one will be going along the wall, picked up and fired back into the German end. 7:44 to go in the third period. 5 seconds remain on a non-productive power play for Germany as they will work across the line full strength now as no shots on the power play. You don't like to see that. So this one will come back now for the U.S. squad across the line over to the far side. Stick falls out of the hands of a German defender. This will allow the Team USA to get it back to the blue line. That one will ultimately escape and come back all the way into the U.S. end as they'll pick up and go back the other way across the line. USA looking for Hudson here down low. It'll go behind the net. USA rolling around the Germany end now again. Here's Hudson releasing a one-time opportunity for Leonard. He miscued it, and then Leonard just kind of holds post and ends up staying right in the same spot, looking to fire another one-timer if he can. Turn back to the blue line. USA had to reload from their own end across the line again. Here's another opportunity down the wing. Wraparound attempt, scores. Yes? No? As I don't know what just happened there. Looks like it was a chance denied by Pertuck. He kind of sprawled out and somehow made the save nonetheless. 6:43 to go. Ryan Leonard, the captain of Team USA. And you look at this one here for Ryan Leonard. He whistles that one off the side of the net. Tough break there. And then this rebound opportunity or wraparound opportunity as Pertuck covered it up. 8th overall pick in the 2023 draft by Washington was Ryan Leonard. So interesting to note he's still playing college hockey. But now Beam makes the move. He'll backhand down low. Shot fired through traffic. Ends up in the chest of Pertuck again. His 43rd save of the game. And still has allowed 9 goals. Crazy. The Team US squad has been firing shots from everywhere in this game. 43 goals and 57 career games played with Boston College. Wow, just about a goal per game for Ryan Leonard at the NCAA level. That's pretty incredible goal scoring there, as this one's going to be played across to the far side. Team USA will fire it down low. Looking to make this puck come out from behind. Both teams battling in behind the Germany goal line. It'll come back to the blue line. Team USA skates it out to center. 6:17 to go here in this third period of play as both teams go back into the U.S. end, as Germany doing a little bit of forechecking, keeping USA at bay for the time being. Here's another rush down the left wing towards the net. In on goal. Pertuck scrambles, and Germany was able to clear it out by an eyelash out to center ice with Pertuck down and out, as this will be back across into center ice territory. Germany fires it in down low to Trey Augustine, who's faced 20 shots somehow this game. It doesn't feel like it given the time I've watched, but you know what I mean, as this one comes now. Another opportunity shot fired off of Augustine there, off his shoulders. This one's behind the net now, picked up by the U.S. squad. Picking it up is Germany at the blue line, keeping it alive for the time being as they roll back into their own end to try and find a way to attack and maybe get one more to make this a little bit more of a respectable score between both sides. As hey, that's good news. If Germany's scoring 3 goals on Augustine, maybe Trey Augustine not quite as good of a goaltender as he's made out to be here in this year's tournament. 5:09 to go in the third period of play. Along the far side, here comes the U.S. in behind the German net as they'll come to the near side boards, back to the blue line near side, playing it back down low into the corner, back up high to the point as they switch off here and keep it rolling along the left wing boards inside the German end as it'll play to the far side corner. 4:46 to go. Germany will play it up along the wall and get it out into the neutral zone. Both teams battling for it in the U.S. end as it ties up just outside in the neutral after the clear. 4:34 to go. Team USA again very strong in this game. Very matter of a fact kind of game style, and they've been scoring a lot of goals because of it. As this one goes to the far side. 4:22 to go in the third period of play. Both teams winding down the clock here as this one comes to the Team USA end again as it's picked up behind the net as both teams look to just settle into the last 4 minutes of hockey action tonight as this one's fired back into the Germany end for an icing call there against Team USA. Friends, again, if you're missing the goal scoring here in this third period, there's been a lot of it again. Kerry Terrence scored a goal to open us up here to begin the action in the third period. Lenny Boos then scored to make it 7-3 at the time for Germany. Brody Zeimer scores 2 straight. Max Plant and Cole Hudson. And Cole Hudson now with 4 assists on the game. Trevor Connolly with an assist on Brody Zimmer's power play goal as well. Actually not ruled a power play goal, sorry. 4:04 to go here in this third period of play. Germany from the far side firing a puck up over top of the head of Trey Augustine. This puck goes to the far side neutral zone now, right in front of the benches as it'll be worked back to over by USA as they'll fire this one from the near side slot area. And what a shot, a second opportunity off the skates of a U.S. player right back onto the stick for Germany, and they cut the lead to 9-4. I mean, okay, this game has had a little bit of everything, but goal scoring has not lacked at all. 9-4, and again, that goal differential, ever important, but you look at Germany here just cutting off a pass, first shot's blocked, second shot goes back in the net, and Trey Augustine, I'm sorry to say, has not looked near as impressive as I thought he would here early in the tournament as he doesn't even get the glove into position to try and stop that puck, and Germany stands up on the bench as they enjoy seeing that one go in the cage as that is a huge goal for Germany and a huge goal just to kind of, you know what, in a 9-4 loss or 9-something loss, keep their tournament alive more or less by cutting into the goal differential. Ruck Deschel scores the goal for Germany, and now we got a little bit of a game going with 3:35 to go in the third period. If Germany can score one more goal, it'll get a little bit more interesting, but it's very much, it's been over since Team USA scored the 9th goal of the game. It's just all about the goal differentials now, as I'm saying, as Team USA punching this one over to the far side, as Germany battling there, taken down to the ice, and this will be picked up. Plant's got the puck now for the U.S. side as it'll be bounced up off the boards. Moore looking to get around behind. He's taken down as there's no call upcoming. I think Germany's going to have to pretty much do a lot of terrible things on the ice to try and take another penalty in this game with the U.S. up 9-4 and only 3 minutes remaining in today's hockey game. 2:51 to go in the third period of play as it's won there by Germany at the blue line. They forced the U.S. back into their own zone, and now a quick flip gets the U.S. going back in a positive direction. Hagens around behind the net, short side shot, tried to fool the goaltender off the mask or something, kind of a Connor McDavid move, and we're going to have a stoppage in play because the net is off with 2:34 to go in the third period of play. So been a lot of goal scoring here in this hockey game, 13 goals all told, and both teams sitting with respectable goal totals considering who they're playing against each other. So it's been pretty productive here today for Team USA, but Team Germany, nothing to laugh about. They've had a pretty good time as well. So we'll see what comes of it as, obviously things are heating up in today's action at the World Juniors. Sweden beat Slovakia 5-2? 5-2, yeah, 5-2. So That was a good game, and then slow and sleepy, but Team USA has not been slow and sleepy today, so it is what it is. As Timo Ruckdeschel scored the latest goal in the hockey game, making it 9-4 for Team USA. As it's been a tough day on my personal end, as fighting this waterlogged ear and fighting the nasal congestion is throwing me for a loop. I do apologize, friends, but gotten through it. I talk about this being my favorite time of the year, and if I don't make good on that, again, this is the first year it's been above zero during the World Juniors. Any first day of the tournament, I've done live streams for. I think every other year I've kind of had to go into work for after hours heating calls. So glad to actually be able to sit back and watch some games today and be able to do the broadcast as well. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period of play. As Germany will get it back to the U.S. blue line. They'll recoup there and work it out to the German blue line on a nice couple deflection bounce passes. That was really nifty, actually, how they did that. Just kind of pinballed that thing around. 2:15 to go in this third period as time continues to wind down, and we're almost up and done for this afternoon's action. USA with the puck inside their own zone, dancing around, making the cut towards the middle of the ice. To the far side it goes. This one will be battled along the wall. 2:01 remains in the third period as USA into the far side corner in the Germany zone. As both teams kind of collide along the end wall as they're trying to come up with this puck. And here's Hudson working on a 5-point game. Yes, he is, as Team USA makes it 10. And there you go, Cole Hudson, a 5-point game for Team USA. That is outlandish, but you love to see it nonetheless. $1:47 to go in this third period of play. As you just, you watch this one here as Team USA wins the battle along the boards, and then they kind of get it out wide to Hudson, who he has hands and can make those passes. And Pertuck had no chance once Yzerman had that puck. Cole Yzerman, what a wicked release, and it ends up in the back of the net just like that off the back bar, and that kind of frazzled up the camera for a brief moment with all the jarring going on in that net. $1:47 to go in the third period as we get set up for the face-off at center ice. Both teams drawn in now officially to close out the hockey game. There's not much left to be decided anymore, as I think the U.S. will be comfortable to walk this one home. Cole Yzerman, his first of the tournament, from, I believe, Cole Hudson, and I don't know who number 17 is. Nelson is number 17. So there you go. Cole Yzerman from Hudson and Nelson, as this one's flipped into the middle of the ice, turned back there as both teams battle for that puck for a brief moment before Germany will flip it back into the U.S. end. $1:15 to go in the third period of play. From out behind the net, the U.S. starts away as they will see this one bounced up into the middle of the ice. Team USA comes up with the puck near side, rolling up the left wing. The U.S. will battle across the line. Both teams firing into the corner near side, Germany end. 57 seconds to go in this third period of play as we wind the clock down finally, as it's been a tough go. I probably shouldn't have done this if I'm planning on doing Canada-Finland, but it is what it is, and we'll battle through as both teams scrumming it up here in the near side corner. It'll go out into the U.S. zone. 41 seconds to go in this third period of play. Germany tries to forecheck, doesn't quite get it to bounce their way. Half a minute remaining in the third period of play now as Germany at their own line, ready to rotate back up through the neutral and fire into the U.S. zone. 25.5 seconds to go as here's Team USA loading up the attack again to the near side wing. Down the left wing, the shot on net goes past Pertuck off the blocker's side and out of play. So just like that, we got 15 and a third to go here of time remaining in this third period of play. And Moore can't believe he didn't score the goal, but 10-4 for the U.S. over top of Germany on 55 shots today. What an absolute clinic they've put on net on Pertuck, who again, you can't even be that mad. Still an above 800 save percentage on 10 goals against. That's crazy. Shot fired off the end wall, picked up, and the save made by Pertuck with 10-8 left on the board as we wind down today's game, friends. Thank you so much for being aboard. Again, I will tell you as we wind down the clock towards the final, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to stay tuned for the rest of the World Juniors action. Love to have you aboard if you can. We go here now for the face-off inside the Germany zone to close out the hockey game as the U.S. fires it down low along the wall. Germany just scrambling it up in front of the net. 2 seconds to go. They'll fire it out into the neutral, and that will do it for the game, friends. A 10-4 final. Thank you so much for being aboard here. Team USA walks away with their first win of the tournament. And just like that, you've got Sweden and USA, the victors so far today. Thanks for being aboard. For right now, though, I am up on out of here. Have a great rest of your day. If you don't